games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.
Yes. I want to address this immediately. 78 RPM, Roger Slicker says, it took me over a year to realise that the Badger was a microphone stand. Well, it might have taken you over a year to realise that it's a microphone stand, but have you realised what it actually is? Do you feel me? It's not the stand, is it, boys? Get to know that like button, Tim Mason. Familiarise yourself with that like button, everybody. And you know it. Get up close and personal with it. Get cosy with it. What do you reckon to these? Marks and Sparks, mini gems. Don't know why they can't call them midget gems. Maybe it's political correctness. My teeth look fucking well shiny sometimes on this camera. It's awful. They're not in real life, I assure you. Look at my lips. Look how juicy my lips look. Yes, War Piglet. Get up. Get that Badger in and on and over here. Smash them likes for our Jack marching on together. Yes! Get your score predictions in, boys. I did a little short, little joke earlier. Well, it wasn't a joke, to be fair. On Pascal getting stuck up into Alfie Ireland. I always call him Alfie Ireland. It's ridiculous. Erling Ireland. I think he can do a job on him. Truly, I do. Get a Paul in here. Can Pascal deal with Haaland this after? Sunderland are 1-0 up. I don't know whether Brett's in the building or not, but Sunderland are 1-0 up. I'm going to get that game going on here now. Bear with me, boys. Say, eat my goal. Say, 4-3 says 78 RPM. Yes, Julian Airy, what's good? Julian Airy says 3-1, get in. Up for a win, you have to believe. The only problem is that the probability makes Arsenal win the league. This is it, Matt Leeds, I know. But luckily, Chelsea will do the business for us tomorrow, so I'm by no means a Chelsea fan, but I'm anybody but Arsenal at this point. So as long as Chelsea do the business tomorrow, we can afford to smash. We can afford to smash Man City up today, can't we? That's the saving grace. Makes it all worth it. Makes it all worthwhile. What's everybody up to? I'm heading down to the game probably about 3:30, I think. Down to the ground. Yes, MVG. Hello, goodness. Your lips are looking very juicy today, if you don't mind me saying, Jack. It's quite all right, MVG. I appreciate the man love. It's all good. If Nikita loves listening next door, though, she might get the wrong idea ever so slightly. But when I tell her that it's the birthday boys, the pre-birthday boy, probably take the sting out of the tail. What do you reckon to the thumbnail as well? War Piglet says 2-1. Haaland will be in Pascal's back pocket, War Piglet. Love it, my mate. Ain't no doubt about it. He can do a number on him. And Haaland's up for the tussle. He's up for the jostle. He's not soft. He's not gonna bitch out. You know, he's not gonna be rolling around looking for fouls and stuff. That's not to say he won't go down, because he will. But he's not. He's game. He's honest, isn't he? 7-7 says Tudor Rose. Really pushing for that 7-7, aren't you, brother? And nobody can blame you. She's not pretending to be in today. No, do you remember when she was super chatting and then it was coming out of my account somehow? Do you remember that on fucking Underlap? And I had to text her saying, will you stop putting money in? Because it's coming out of my account. Woe the worlds. Where the worlds. Is anybody a midget gem? What's thoughts on midget gems as well? That's the most important question today, to be honest. Because I don't think you can beat them as a confectionery. pussy next door. Squealing for me. Squirking and chirping. What you doing, Matt Leeds, by the way? Do you want to jump on for a minute and chat some shit about today or what? It's got to come in eventually. 7-7 is not... It's not that unrealistic, is it, to be fair? Michael Brown, even if West Ham survive, their finances are said to be so bad that they will be operating as a championship club in the Premier League next season. I may have to sell their assets like Somerville and Bowen. Yeah, I saw that. They've reported... The last report of losses is like 104 million or something, innit? And obviously you can only lose 105 over 3 years or whatever, so they bang up against it, aren't they? But I don't really know that can be the case, that being said, because, you know, did they win Europe last year or was it the year before? Jimmy sandwiches, I have them too. What, the mini gems? They're sensational, mate. Absolutely, 78 RPM. Fear not. Fear not. Flirt away, mate. Flirt away. You know it. 3-2 to Leeds. DCL winner incoming. Love it. Tim Mason. Geet up. 3-2 will be a right game as well. Quite the spectacle. The spectacles. It was completely original thought and not at all prompted by me joining, just as JackCity had juicy looking lips. Yes, Brett, we're watching, mate. The mint out of these mini gems, mate. Evening, Jackie Boy and crew. Couldn't get away from coaching for last night's stream. Do not fear, Brett. Got to do what you got to do, brother. You're 1-0 up, aren't you? I'm loosely watching this game. Gates up. You know me, Tudor Rose. No doubt about it, my brother. I hope the same for you. I don't know your relationship to what level with Anna, but I mean, I don't know if you'd probably go down. Well, I'll just leave it. I was going to try and make a joke, but out of respect for Anna, I shan't. So, yes. Have a good day, Brett. Tudor. Chickers, me old mucker, the womb raider. Do we see what Greengrass is doing? See if Greengrass is about. I don't know if... I think this will work. He'll be in Boozer. I don't know what he's doing today, to be fair. But he's not... I got him a ticket for the game as well, and then he didn't fancy it, Greengrass. Fucking does my head in. Bangs on about it, wanting tickets. And then I nearly managed... Well, I got him one. I thought I got him one the other day. To be fair, it didn't end up coming through, but... I ended up being able to get Mark Eddy one as well. In West Stand, but... You know... It would have gone to... I'm just chatting shit now. How the hell are we? Oh, look, we're all positive. You know it, Luke. I do think a draw, Jack. Maybe Nick will win all Leeds, aren't we? I know nobody likes saying it, but you take a draw. 17 votes. People I think Pascal have got. Here's one. Here's one. Will it be Jim at the back? James Justin or Beale? Because I was adamant at one point. It was well, I wasn't adamant, but I thought it'd stick with James Justin. But then I thought the Haaland threat. I think there's a chance he goes with Beale at back. My mouse is fucking... I need to change batteries. Now we're back in the building. You know it, Tudor Rose. Ain't no doubt about it. Get up, JT. Get up, JD. He's back in the building. We thought you'd fallen out with us, JT. Thought you'd had enough of me, mate. Because I said blah blah the other day on a live after the marathon because I was exhausted. So we thought you'd never forgive us. Forgive us never. Yes, Ina, in the building, in the wings, my man. Tim Mason, we have a very good record in evening kickoffs. Let the form continue. Under the lights, all of the lights, mate. We're flying, aren't we? I mean, I do think, we were joking yesterday about the sun drops at 5:41, so we need to delay the game by 11 minutes somehow. I think it was Mark Eddy suggested that we storm the pitch for 11 minutes and then allow the kickoff. Which, I don't think is a bad idea. I won't rule it out. Never rule that out. Just think City will be on it from the start. This is it, Luke. They're going to be bang up for it, aren't they? We're going to have to ride first 20 minutes out a little bit, I think. Get stuck in. Get into the game. I was impersonating you on the underlap the other day, JT. I hope you don't mind. Chasing them likes. You know it, MVG. We try to get to 100 in every video. Did we achieve it yesterday? Does anybody care if we did or not? I care. Oh, we got to 102 likes, to be fair, yesterday. We did achieve it yesterday. 73 the day before, 103 the day before that. So we're getting there every now and again. 71% reckon, 67%, 71% again. Fucking hell, it's back and forth list, 15 votes, 67% reckon we'll go with Be-All. I thought it'd be James Justin initially, but I do believe it'll be Be-All now, to be fair. Because of Haaland up top, I think we need the physicality of it. And Rodon can get forward. Probably not going to be getting forward as much as you'd hope, really. This is the last fixture this season, but I'm accepting a draw in. I'll take that White Swan. I'm up for that. That's good. Good shout, mate. I'll go with you with that White Swan. I'm game for that. I'll accept a draw today, and then I'm not having another one. I won't say it again, mate, till end of season. Sunderland, not accepting a draw. Norwich, definitely not accepting a draw because I want the cup run and you know it. Crystal Palace away, I'm not accepting a draw. Brentford at home, I'm not accepting a draw. Man United away, you know it, I'm not accepting a draw. Might try to get to that game. Although tickets will be like rocking or shit, won't they? But I'll get stuck into everybody I know. Not that I know anybody, but you know what I'm saying. Wolves, I'm definitely not accepting a draw, although they are in European form, aren't they, at the moment? They're on the charge. Did you see them celebrating yesterday, Wolves, as well? They were proper going for it. But they've got loads of stick online, and Edwards, managers getting shit and stuff for celebrating. But I just think, why not? Like, go and win a game. Do you know what I mean? They've won 2 games all season. It's like, enjoy it a bit. Don't matter if you're going down, really. You're allowed to... You want a bit of fight. At that point, the fans just want to watch your team win, don't you? If we were going down, I'd still want to win today. I'd still be going to the game. It's just a different vibe, innit? It's a bit more of a free love vibe. Fuck it. Wolves, like I say, definitely not. I'm not accepting a draw there. Bournemouth away, I'm not accepting a draw. Burnley at home, definitely not. I'd love to beat Burnley. It's about time. Tottenham away, I'm not accepting a draw. Brighton at home, not accepting a draw. West Ham away, last day of the season, not accepting a draw. I'm well on board with that. Oh, fucking, excuse me, boys. Sneezy treasy. Not accepting a draw. Love it, White Swan. I'm with you. Now getting the love. I don't fall out with anyone. Been too busy to wipe my ass. You need help with it. You need to get someone round, JT, if you need help. I know you're not saying you need help, but... Win or draw, we add it to our under the lights run. However, lose, and we say, nah, it started in daylight. Exactly, yeah. You pull out, don't you? And you say, well, it was under the lights, but not all of the lights. All of the lights, all of the lights. You've got to work the system, haven't you, 78? Badger out, yes. Magic. The Badger's in, on, and out over here. Out in the wilderness, he feels like a little bit, to be fair to her. Because she's both hidden and not as in shot anymore due to the camera change. So, but we are going to get another camera, because I think this one can be a bit... It doesn't do me much justice, does it? Doesn't do these, my sexy face much. It's not very forgiving. G60 Nick, let's believe, Jack, we can do this. We have the bravery and heart if we turn up. And you know it, G60 Nick. There's no reason why we can't get something today. We've just got to be absolutely at the races. Riders look a little bit. Nearly half-time, Sunderland here. 1-0. Do you want Sunderland coming into a bit of form, to be fair? We've got Brett in the building, but how's Sunderland past few games been? Bournemouth are obviously a decent side, aren't they? Got beat to Fulham last week, 3-1. They got beat to Liverpool 1-0, which anybody can get beat to Liverpool. They got beat to Arsenal 3-0. And they beat Burnley 3-0. They got beat to West Ham 3-1. beat Crystal Palace. So the further you go back, they sort of find a bit of form maybe. They've been a bit indifferent, really. They've certainly not had they've not continued the start they had to the season, have they? But that was always going to be hard to maintain, wasn't it? Although Brett would have you say no. Bournemouth are in down right here. Oh, it's a blocked corner ball, is it? Think City will be strong, plus have a chance to close the gap on Arsenal. Sorry, but going 4-1 City. Hope you get a draw though. Yes, Brett, it's going to be difficult. But I can't accept 4-1. I'm not having it. I'm only messing. Are we getting the Ireland discount today? I doubt it. I think for some reason there's a rumour going around that he doesn't score against us, and he bagged 2, didn't he, last time we were at Ellen Road? So, I don't know where it's like a conspiracy. I don't know where it comes from. 4-1, 3 goals in the last 5 minutes. Still a close game, MVG. Sitter. Fuck 'em. We've done them before. We'll do them again. Yes, my guy. Good lad, JT. Where are you headed? Where? If you see me, shout me, JT. My lad City thinks 5-2, yeah. Tell your lad to stay loose. Stay quiet. Always better to be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. I agree, G60 Nick. And again, you know, people that can't be slightly optimistic before we're going into a game, it's just ludicrous to me. But it's same as people getting nervous in it before games. I just think, why are you nervous? What is there to be nervous about? Surely there's a little bit of excitement. Like, I really want to get to ground. I think my brother's coming to pick me up about 3:30. But I want to get there. Like texting like, let's go. I want to get to ground. I want to be in there. I want to see it. I don't know what that means, Roger Slicker. You love talking about him, but you'll have to let me know what you're on about. We will turn up, I have no doubt, in that 78 RPM. However, it depends how much they turn up or if we can rattle them enough. It's about hanging in, isn't it? Get 60 minutes and see where we're at. Hopefully, you know, we're not either too far a distance or, you know, we're banging the game. You know, there's many, you know. They won't panic. There's no panic in them, is there? That's the one thing you've got to say. So they're not gonna wobble, are they? This is what I was saying. I know Arsenal thumped us 9-0 on aggregate, but they're not gonna wobble. Arsenal, you could make wobble, I think, in a game. They have wobbled against Wolves. Sort of had a little mini wobble against Spurs, and I'd say Wolves are better than Spurs at minutes. So they did have a mini wobble. Like Rice losing ball in box and stuff, but Tottenham are just that bad they couldn't do what about it. And I actually think they got a goal disallowed that was a legit goal. I think it's soft as punch. Broth. Meslier saved a pen for the under-21s against West Ham. Meslier coming back from the depths. We're Leeds, we live in hope, and you know it, Majuk. The comeback is on, absolutely, MVG. Never rule out Mez. On a serious note, how old is Mez? He just needs a move, doesn't he? Which he'll do. I've just typed in Meslier, and the first thing that comes up says Sunderland. Mind you, he's 25 now, but that's still young for a goalkeeper, isn't it? He got no goals and assists in Championship, though. You know, when you look at his stats, it's not great, is it? What do you reckon to Parag stepping down as well? Does that mean he's stepping up at Leeds? Watch Ireland boot his chances over at bar like Cole Palmer. He's Leeds, lol. Yeah, I don't go along with it, War Piglet. It's one of the ones I can't get on board with. Everybody's sucking him off on Twitter, you know. I think he is. I think he likes Leeds, you know, whatever. He was born here and all that jargon. To be fair, fucking hell, just realised if Sunderland win this, do they go above Bournemouth? Yeah, they do, yeah. This is literally a head-to-head, this, isn't it? We're still hunting Bournemouth down. We're only 7 points behind them herself. Get up. Sunderland and Oh, was it a pen for Sunderland? I didn't see it goal. Was it a pen or was it not given? No, it wasn't given. Oh, it's a tap-in, yeah. It's a decent effort on goal, and then it's a tap-in. They all count, don't they, Bretty boy? To counter what I said, though, we got a draw at home against them, and you are in just as good form as what we were. Yeah, it's just that they're rocking and rolling out there now. They're in full flight mode out there, in hunting. They're hunting Arsenal down, aren't they? But as I say, I don't need to keep saying it. We can make something happen today. Stranger things have happened. You remember the Dallas day, you know, and we're at Cooper that got sent off that day. Penned in to get up against box the whole game. I'm going to change my mouse battery, boys. Penned in the whole game. It was awful, wasn't it? Brilliant finish from Dallas. The first goal as well, though. The first one was probably better. Well, no, it's not, to be fair. The second one was absolutely outrageous. Because it's the run he makes and the ball from Alioski. I've said it a thousand times about Alioski back in there. Anybody that's got the receipts always here from the day dot of the channel. Alioski had that little bit of quality. His left foot, you know, for a big assist or a strike on edge of box. I always remember that volley where he comes like charging at edge of box and I don't remember who it's against, to be fair, but it was a mint finish. And he had that bit of quality. And the ball into Dallas I'd play it, but I think I'll get copyright struck later. The ball into Dallas is outrageous. And Dallas just sets off. It's all on that instinct shit, in it, which is the perfect, you know, the perfect hot pot when you just set off and you know that Alioski's going to find him. Similar to Bamford against Chelsea when Bamford charges forward. Obviously, he's a forward, and Phillips plays outside at foot and you just know he's going to find him. And then he gets there. He's done it. I've got the goal celebration of that because it was for my 30th. And we're all in this house. Because it was in COVID, wasn't it? Remember when everybody used to wear masks? And the goal celebration's well funny. There's like 6 of us in this house that we'd rented. And we're in York as well, and I can't stand it in York, but it was the only place that, you know, when you was only allowed to come out like vampires, so you could only come out in certain areas for some reason, because COVID wasn't in certain areas. It was only in it was in Leeds at the time. COVID, it wasn't quite in York, so we was allowed to come out in York, but we had to eat with every meal, with every drink, because COVID apparently didn't spread if you was having a jacket potato. But it did spread if you weren't having a jacket potato, so I had to have a jacket potato with every drink. But then there was a Christmas market on in York, and you was all right to drink mulled wine at the Christmas market without food. So it's obviously COVID didn't spread at a Christmas market, because obviously it's not very Christmassy, is it, COVID? But it does spread in Wetherspoons, so you've got to have a jacket potato. It's very, very strange how these viruses work, really. I'm convinced we win every game till the whistle blows, and I'm 50-50, Luke, yeah. That's honestly, mate, that's literally where I'm living. I couldn't agree more, mate. It's like, I'm all in. I'm like, I can see how we can do it. I can see a way of getting at it. And then you see them play for 5 minutes and you think, might be a long afternoon, this, actually. We might be up against it here. Yes, please, Roger Slicker. I'd like that. I'd really like that. I'd prefer Neil Buchanan, though. Yeah, I'd prefer that. MVG. Roger Slicker probably reckons he's met Neil Buchanan I can't say his name, Buchanan. He probably reckons he's met him in a pub or something. There'll be a true story coming up, won't there, from my man Roger. Making me sound like Rosie and Jim, lad. Magic. Sorry, brother. I can't even say Buchanan. Buchanan? Fuck knows. It's all love, though, magic. It's all magic love. Luke, I'm just going to hope for the win. Happy with the draw, and if we lose, as Mr. White says, fuck 'em, we stopped Arsenal. That's what I mean. It's you got to take the positives, haven't you, from anything we get today. And if it does mean that, you know, Arsenal, it's not Arsenal Football Club. It really is the fan base. My worry is because Erling Haaland's obviously been that guy that just gets goals. That's what everybody says, isn't it? You know, he just gets goals. Yeah, but what else does he do? He just gets goals, really. Like, yeah. Well, now he's actually chipping in with fucking assists as well. He got 7 assists this year. 22 goals, 7 assists in 27 matches. He's disgusting, isn't it? It's obviously more than a goal and an assist a game. You know, if you Enai Aluko that out, you know, it's more than a goal a game, isn't it? It's more than 2 goals a game. 29 goal, and I'm not a goal and assist guy, but when you've got 29 goals and assists in 27 matches, you're on a bump start, all right? It's pretty good going. No, Roger Slicker, I was able to get him a ticket the other day, and then he didn't want it, the ball bag. So I've messaged him to try and get him on stream so I can have a go at him for you all and have a laugh. But he's not picking up. He's not responding to my moves. Smash a like for us, guys. We've got 53 in room. We've only got 23 likes. You need to cozy on up to them like buttons for me, guys. It does help and it is much appreciated. Even if you don't particularly like me, you can still whack a like, can't you? It doesn't really hurt your feelings. Don't be a Paul. You know, get you sending them likes. Get cozy on up to them likes. On the old ragdoll. What's the old ragdoll, Luke? Are you being dirty? And with Dan Moylan. Why is he reckon who's Dan Moylan? The politician? Oh, is he the yeah, is he the square ball guy? I recognise him. Yeah, I honestly don't watch any of them. The Parag thing is surely to prevent conflict of interest. I don't know what's gone on, to be fair, all boxed up. Like, genuinely, what has gone on? Because the conflict of interest will have been from way before, though, if that was the case, wouldn't it? Like, why now would it be a conflict of interest? I don't know. Because it's not been going well for Rangers either, has it? Or has it? No, the second again. I think they've improved a bit, have they? But they had a stinking start, didn't they? It were Rangers, wasn't it, that started horrendous? Did they sack the manager? I feel like I'm living in a parallel universe here. I can't remember a fucking thing from about 2 months ago. I think they had a stinking start. That's how bad the table is, though. Because if I am right, they've only won 2 in the last 5, and they're still only 4 points behind Hearts. If Hearts actually do it, it'd be mad, really. When was the last time somebody from? See if AI let me out. When was the last time Rangers or Celtic didn't win the league? It has been 40 years since a team other than Rangers and Celtic last won the Scottish top division. Aberdeen by Alex Ferguson, what a dick slap. Won both the 83 and 84 and 84-85 titles, the Premier Division. How mad's that? 40 years. I wasn't even in the womb and they were still winning the leagues. It's crazy. Smash a like for us, guys. Got 16 room, only 32 likes. Do a JT for me. Cozy on up to that like button. Don't be a Paul. It was Brett. Never knew that. You learn something new every day on here. We keep moving, don't we, MVG? We're a river to our people. Dallas. You don't say Dallas, surely to God. If I have to poll it, I'll poll it. Be all wins the poll there. Be all comes in for JJ. Which is more defensive. Is it Dallas or Dal? It's definitely not Dallas. That's ridiculous. Mez saved a pen. Yes, indeed, Matt. Somebody's whacked it in. Somebody's whacked the information and he's on the stride back and he's coming back, boy. He ain't messing about. Enar beat you to it, Matt Leeds. Yeah, it was Enar on it. Don't be too hard on yourself, though. He's the sniper after all. He's always in the wings. MVG, he's the art world's Jekyll and Hyde. Ain't no doubt about it. If we go in at half-time, 2-0 down, don't lose your shit. Nearly got a result last time with the same scoreline away at Ellen Road. So at Ellen Road, gate up. Let that 12th man get it over the line this time. That's what I'm saying. Hanging in there. No panic. We've come back from awful situations several times this season, haven't we? Chelsea. I can't remember how that game went, to be fair. Did we go 1-0 down against Chelsea or did we just batter them? I think they scored a bit late on, maybe. Obviously, Liverpool, that was a mental game. He made a couple of changes. Aronson and Tanaka came on, I think, totally changed the game. Arsenal, we got thumped. Man City, we did well against last time out, like you say. What other big games? I mean, I know Wolves are shit, but did we go behind to Wolves and then we pammed them, didn't we, in first half? Buchanan, Buchanan. That's Buchanan. Yes, Buchanan. Good lad. Appreciate your magic. If Messi made that Alioski pass, it would be replayed for years. Such an underrated pass. Absolutely, Matt Leeds. Sensational ball through. But Alioski had that bit of quality, that's what I mean. He had that in his locker, didn't he? The boyo. We're in Cop. We're going early. Could end up in White Hart. Gears up, JT. Shout me. I'll be in White Hart, mate. And I'm in Cop as well, so you've no excuse. Let's get that picture. Get that viral picture for the underlappers. Jack, say it. Neil Buchanan. I've got it now. Buchanan. Yeah, I actually know Buchanan as well, so I don't know why I'm saying Buchanan. Like my mum. Starmer's an Arsenal fan. Does he even know what football is? I've seen him throw a punch, so I can't imagine he has a clue. Is Keir Starmer an Arsenal fan? He urged Mikel Arteta to buy a striker in June 2025. What a fucking whopper. A walk with big Arsenal fan Keir Starmer and the new Prime Minister that big gay fucking Arsenal TV shit. Rosie and Jim. Rosie and the old ragdoll. Rosie and Jim. Yes, Christopher Hinton, what's good? Hope Leeds get a result as an Arsenal fan. Understood, Christopher Hinton. I've just been slagging Arsenal off, to be fair. But appreciate you for being in here and being so welcoming. But I have just been slagging your club off, to be fair. Yes, Walt and Tony, Jack and Co. Sat by me sen in Germany and no one can understand why I'm so buzzed up for today. I will be shouting from the rooftops if we get something today. I will probably get arrested. Get up, Walt and Tony. Let them know, mate. Let them know. We've gone global, baby. Let them know. I'm ringing me mum. Shout out to Walt and Tony. Rosie and Jim on the old ragdoll. Rosie and Jim on the old ragdoll. I don't know what the... On the old... Rosie and Jim chucking along on the old... Oh, is that the boat that they're on? Rosie and Jim television show featuring two ragdolls who lived on a canal. Canal narrowboat named the Ragdoll. Right, I've got you. I remember Rosie and Jim, like, it used to freak me out a bit, Rosie and Jim. Like, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Let's have it right. I don't want to go down a screenshot route, because I know it's not underlap, but you know what I'm like with a screenshot. I can't help myself. But it used to spaz me out a bit. There's a few, like, old shows that we used to watch as kids and that, and it's freaky, that. Do you not think that's a bit weird? Dallas has won, thank God. There is a God. Do you think Rosie and Jim is a bit weird? That's the most important poll at day, to be honest. Indeed, Pavan. What's funny about that, though, big man? What do you mean? All boxed up? Yeah, but if Leeds stay up and there is intent to do something next season. Yeah, there's got to be more. There's more to it than meets the eye, isn't there? More will come out about it as well, you would imagine. Yes, Magic. Hopefully that song gets played after, mate. Butty got chased around the Ellen Road car park. What Nicky Butt? What you calling Nicky Butt Butty for, Roger Slickers? That's something that doesn't sit very well with me, mate. Don't be calling Nicky Butt Butty. You're not Roy Keane, mate. You're not mates with Butty. We don't like Man United over here, my mate. On these dodgy streams, there's some fucking weird adverts pop up. Weirder than Rosie and Jim. Maybe Parag is... I've just realised I've still got Rosie and Jim very much in everybody's zone, haven't I? Whoops, a daisy, fucking hell. Rosie and Jim. Rosie and Jim. It was Jed York's slip-up, I reckon. Same we own Leeds and Rangers when they are supposed to be separate ownership entities. Yeah. To be fair, I've not really looked into it. You boys would be far better versed. All to do with money I stay out of, both in my own life and Parag's. I stay well out of Parag's wallet. None of my business, is it? Parag's wallet. There was a boxer called Buchanan. On the dial-ups, Magic. Gruev getting man at match and a new heat map with the ball over at top for DCL for the 1-0 win. Love it, Matt Leeds. Get up, my guy. Shout out to Matt Leeds. All go whack a subscription on Matt Leeds. His channel's mint, boys. All boxed up. Could be half the Prem League in Europe next season. I know, man. It's quite good for us, that, though, in terms of us getting into the Europe. Both us getting into Europe gives us much more of a chance of getting in there. And also the clubs that can't deal with it, can't compete with it, they end up... it fucks them over, doesn't it? Too many games and all that stuff, and they can't compete. They don't have the squad depth that hopefully my man Parag can build with Dr. Farker at the helm. Do you know what I mean? So we can actually, Europe is not that far away. I mean, fucking Sunderland will be pushing for Europe again here, won't they? They do Bournemouth over. How many sides are going to get into Europe? It's 5 in Champions League this year, they reckon, don't they? So how many get into Europe? 2, is it into... Does one get into Europa and then one get into Conference League? So is it top 7? Could be 2 get into Europa. I can't remember. How many English sides get into Europe this season? Because I think that we're going to qualify for 5. Can England have 9 teams in Europe next year? Crystal Palace sealed their place in Europa League after winning FA Cup. There will be at least 9 English sides competing in Europe next season. However, that number could become 10 by a couple of other convoluted scenarios. So it genuinely could be 10. How savage is that? How wild is that? Well, I thought you were joking when it could be half the Prem. It literally could be half the Prem. We're not even far off. We are on. I was joking about the Europe charge. We're 6 points off fucking Everton in 10th, and we're in fine form, better form than Everton. They've lost 2 on bounce. We've drawn 2. We've won. We're unbeaten in 3. Only lost 1 in the last 5. On fire. $78 RPM. Strikes again. Zero mercy for my man Mez, Silent S. I want Mez to stay just for the Silent S vibes, though. We battered Chelsea. Yes, indeed, Jamie Law. Did they score late on? Stewie D. Dallas. White Swan Aberdeen manager was pretty good, unfortunately. Yeah, dick slap. Yeah, I would have rather not Googled that White Swan, to be fair, but, shit is as shit does. You learn what you get. Do you remember being 3 down to Southampton? We came back and won 4-3. No. I don't remember anything. Magic, I would have... Shout out to Tim Mason, by the way. I would have preferred Stacky's new meme to have been his mush superimposed on Johnny Travolta's in Saturday Night Fever. Yeah, I've stayed away from these. You know, they used to get on my tits a bit, to be honest, Magic. Like, I used to get a bit like... But now he's playing well, it's all right, but... He's a season ticket holder, is he? Or was that the bit of outrage? I don't do the politics. But because they were outraged about him not paying for a seat somewhere. He was in a box or something, wasn't he? And he got, I don't know, he got some shoes bought for him or something. I can't remember what it was. But that was the outrage, wasn't it? About him going to a football game. So, yeah, makes sense. Yes, War Piglet, we've got 52 in room. We've only got 38 likes, boys. So, come on. Smash a like for Rosie and Jim. Appreciate you. Redeem thyself, War Piglet. If you don't cozy up to that like button, you're a ball bag. Ball baggery. Should be dancing. Yeah. Yes, Magic. Always switched over when Rosie and Jim came on. Always thought it was boring as fuck. Boring and fucking bizarre. Odd. And I've seen an interview with this copper about Rosie and Jim stuff, and it's fucking some weird shit goes on in them canals, you know. You don't have to like register. I don't want to go into it, but you don't have to like register. This is a bit too morbid for a alleged watch along. But yeah, some weird shit with that Rosie and Jim stuff, like pedos and that. It's really weird. You don't have to register yourself in a house or something, because you're living on the canal. You don't have to register your name. So they stay down there and they put the dolls in the windows and stuff. It's not worth talking about. It's fucking it's awful. Absolutely rank. It's on I think it's on that Heretics podcast, you know, that I don't know his name, to be fair, I can't remember his name. Beautiful day for a City beatdown. Geets up, Bob and Yeti, love it. Weird, yes, but not good weird. That's what I mean. That's weird, isn't it? Do you know what else I used to think were weird? Moomins. Was it Moomins? Yeah, Moomins, man. Fucking hell. That's some culty weird shit, that. Again, you know, that is some, like, they look like sperms or something, don't they? Get the Moomins here. I don't really want these screenshots on my fucking... in my life, really, but look at that. I'm glad to say 89% reckon that Rosie and Jim's a bit weird, so I'm going to find out about Moomins now. What about Moomins? Weird. Wet. Wild. Or normal. Second most important poll at day. British Chucky. Not sure what that means, Robert Smith, but I'll take it, my old mush. Bagpuss. Oh, fuck me, I've never seen it. Yeah, it looks a bit weird. I'm more fond of the pussies though, to be fair, so I'm reluctant to have a go at Bagpuss. It's like calling Chris Wilder Chrissy, isn't it, Jack? And you know it is MVG. Butty and Chrissy Wilder. It's extremely offensive. I've never forgive Joe for that. Genuinely never. I still struggle with him today about it, Chrissy Wilder. But Joe can take a joke, so it's all right. He's not like a Paul. Sack Magic. Wasn't even Rosie and Jim. What's Tots TV? We're Tots TV. Confused Magic, but I'll take it. Farker's going for the win. 101 Art Club, and you know it, mate. Smash a like for the win. We will if the game's there for the taking, and you know it. I called him Butty because algorithms wouldn't let me use his name when mentioning 17 meatheads chasing him. What? Wouldn't let you put butt? Or... Come on. Don't let him off the hook so easy, MVG. Don't cozy on up. Stacks goals, Gots. Goal of the season. See, that took a bit of brain power there, my man. Hey, up, just checking possible red card here. That dickhead Adams might be going here. Looks like he slips, though, to be fair. You know, I don't care about being fair to Tyler Adams, do we? We don't care about that. I think he's going to go here. He's gone to VAR. Has he got away with it? He does slip, I think. Oh, the fucking pop-ups. He's got away with it. Has he got away with it? No red card here. He's got away with it, little weasel. Got away with it. Xhaka's having a word. Who was the foul on? Was it on Xhaka? Xhaka knows something about a red card, doesn't he, in fairness to him? He's a little weasel, he's Adams. He even looks a bit like a weasel. I didn't mind him when he were at the club, truth be told, but because I did think he put, you know, shift in, even though he was injured all the time. Got away with one, the little weasel. Forward planning, not getting caught out like that idiotic Palace bloke. Yeah, that was ludicrous, wasn't it? And then he went on radio, didn't he? And shat his pants. And he was saying like, "Oh well, you know," I can't remember what he said on radio, but it was something like he would try to like backtrack from it. And then he said about winning FA Cup, and he was like, that he remembers being panicked when they won the FA Cup, and it's like, oh mate, do you know what I mean? That's silly. And you know it, War Piglet. Yeah, literally. Get into the only Europe I'm interested in, mate. We are in Europe next season when we win the FA Cup. RPM strikes again. Stay calm, Jack. Stay calm. Europe, a fleet of fancy at the moment. All boxed up. It's coming in, brother. Top 10, mate. Cool down, lad. FA Cup will get us into Europe. And you know it, Walton Tony. We're in, mate. That'll be 11 teams. Can anybody envisage Farker supping pints in the roughest pub in Leeds? I can. I actually can. Although I think he's a bit more of a high flyer, isn't he? Apparently he likes them arrogant bars. What's roughest pub in Leeds? I'd have to say probably Three Legs, really. I know it's iconic for it, but the reason why I say that as well is because we went in there for after parade, and it was just everyone was just kicking shit out of each other. Not Leeds fans. Well, probably was some Leeds fans in there, plenty of Leeds fans in there, but it was not to do with football. They were just knocking fuck out. It were awful. I've been in a few times, to be fair, and it can be a decent laugh, but probably there. I'd say one at Sam's pubs as well, but like Duncan used to be, but they're not really scrapping in there. There were a video actually on roughest pub in Leeds, and this guy who goes around allegedly the roughest towns and places, and he goes to that working men's club in Beeston, and I've been in there at like after the Norwich game, semi-final. I went in there because my battery died. And I couldn't get a taxi home, so I thought I'm just going to have to walk home. And then I got to there and I thought, oh, I'm fucking freezing. I can't be arsed. What I thought, I was going here. Put my phone on charge and it was mint. Well, it wasn't mint. It's not the nicest place in the world, but it wasn't rough. Thing is about that, you know, you can go to rough areas, can't you, and then go to boozers, and they're probably the safest place to be. Just a few old boys that have been in there for 30 years, not consecutively. You know, they don't live in there, but it's basically like a living room, innit? You know, they just spend all the time in there. Just a few old boys, it's safe. I used to have a studio in Mabgate Mills near St Jimmy's, Bermontoffs, whatever it's called. I can't remember what the Green Lane, what's it called? What's it called? Lincoln Green or something, or Lincoln Grange, Lincoln Green or something like that. Hey up, it's in. Bournemouth have equalised, boys. It's a decent header that. Evane Nielsen, I can't say his name. Bournemouth have equalised, Brett. Ooh. What was I saying? Yeah, and there was a pub that's now a shisha bar, like everything is round there now. It said they're all just shisha bars now, but it was called the Harp, and we all went in, about 8 of us, and we all went in. We thought it's going to be rough as fuck in here, and it really wasn't. And so we ended up going in all the time, but they didn't want us in initially. They were asking us loads of questions. He's well onside. It's a decent header, that. Don't know if it maybe comes off defender a bit, to be fair. It's good ball in as well. Brilliant ball in. Comes off his shoulder, maybe his arm. Oh, it comes off his shoulder. That might be his arm, that. But yeah, so that's my point basically. So the rough pubs are normally the alright ones, really. The ones that you think, keep your head down in here, you're normally alright. The Europe qualification thing is why we have to avoid the Rangers conflict, Stu Nick. Yes, indeed, to be fair. You reached around to Paul Radio voice, nothing as, yeah, bro. They are checking the possible handball here. It is the 3 legs, depends which pub I'm drinking in at the time. Wee, get up, Roger Slicker. No, it is though, it's rough as fuck. Moomin's another channel skip. Awful. Look at them fuckers. Look at that in bottom right there, them little sperms, whatever the fuck they are. Keep that. Loomis. Moomins was freaky, says Luke. Agreed. What's a Loomis? Cash management. The goal has been given, not as handball. Now then, Roller Blunt. Get up, my guy. Shout to Mimi. Anyone out there that is also watching this from Germany, or am I the only one? I've been to Germany. I don't know if that counts. Probably not. Definitely not. Yeah, Tim Mason. It wins for me, hands down, quite easily. Yeah, the white. I don't know. They're not the sperms. Then I'm telling you, they're like fat sperms. Weird. How's the poll going? The second most important poll of the day. 56% say weird. 22% say wild. Only 6% say wet, which is unfortunate. Yes, smartphone. Hello. Keep it easy, mate. Keep it easy. Stigger the dump is no more. He's never here, is he? Friendship has been abandoned. There's a meme of Farker on TikTok fighting in the 3 legs. Can you imagine? Should have him bossing the DJ decks in 3 legs. He would be. He'd be on karaoke, wouldn't he, the Doctor? Doctor and the Medics sounds a little bit like an old Motown group as well, doesn't it? Dr. Farker and the Medics. Stacks could be our second goal of the month this season after DCL's in December. The every player touches the ball goal 78 RPM. Because that does still get it for me. I can't do I struggle with free kicks to give him for goal at season, really. But I understand how, my reaction was, you're just not seeing that coming. There was a big shock factor to it, to be fair. Wolves have hit top form too late. The difference is they win. The difference is they win. Leeds draw. Are you joking, Roger Slicker? You're on lined up there, man. They've won 2 games all season, man. We've won 7, drawn 10. They've drawn 7, so that you've nearly drawn as many games as we have. But the difference is we've won 5 more games than them, with 2 games in hand on them as well. I might add. They've played 29 games. Fucking hell. Two wins in 29 games is awful. What's roughest pub in Leeds? That would be whichever one Jack is in at the time. Well, all boxed up. I was in 3 legs when it was cracking off, and my mate did something a bit daft, to be fair. So it wasn't our fault, but luckily nothing. Luckily, I came out with my teeth intact. I can see Farker frequenting BDSM clubs in Yorkshire for sure. Need to make absolutely sure what BDSM is. Yes, I thought it was. An umbrella term for consensual, often erotic practices involving bondage, discipline, dominance, submission, sadism. What's sadism? And now my mouse has died because I've put fucking BDSM in. What's wrong with my mouse? Is somebody fucking hacking me? How many times do you have to change fucking batteries in this badger? Where are you? If it's died on me, I'll be devastated. It's lasted me about 15 years, this mouse. It's been an honorary member of the team. Now we're back in. Martin Bazant, was it the market town that was a bit scary? I don't even know if it exists anymore, being a wakey lad. The Market Tavern, I'm not sure. Market Tavern Leeds. The roughest pub nicknamed the Madhouse. I don't know if I know this pub, big man. Market Tavern, where... I've just the really old photos here. 1995, the Market Tavern. I don't know where this is. I've never been in there, I don't think. There's only really old photos of it, so I can't work out where it is. Affectionately known as the Madhouse, like, yeah, right. Somebody tell me where Market Tavern is. Let me work it out where. I've got a feeling you're on about that one banging centre that's sort of near bus station, because that got knocked down, didn't it? There used to be a big pub there. Duck and Drake. One night glasses went flying every 20 minutes. I've been in Duck and Drake a few times. I don't think that's too bad. But I agree, it can probably go off. But there's always like bands on. And so whenever there's bands on in places, it's never too bad, I don't think, in terms of rough. Rough as muck. Rough as toast. Farker could drink in any heavy Dublin bar, he could handle it. My man Farker's always talking about beer, to be fair. I would genuinely love to have a swally with the big doctor. I can envisage Farker drinking champagne from a horse slipper after snorting cocaine on the 24th of May. What imagery we've got going on there, 78. And it's bang on, mate. On the bag. Getting Bournemouth, sorry, Brett. No Mercy from 78. The station in Cross Gates, I think, is that rough? I've seen my mate, is that it's not the Wetherspoons, is it over road from Wetherspoons, is it? I've been in here, I think. It's a Green King pub, I've been in it. Is it on Roundabout? Oh no, it's attached to the station, hence the name. Oh, I know where you're on about, yeah, I drive past it all the time. On Main Road. Just after Roundabout, innit? I drive past it all the time. To be fair, I've drove past that because obviously sometimes I'm working, well, on weekends I'm always driving home late. I've drove past that place and it is literally like, there's still like 10 people outside at like 3 in the morning. And now we're going to pull over and have a bit of a laugh, but it's obviously a bit risky, innit? But like, there were chairs, not flying about, but, you know, one of them had a old chair and I thought, what is going on? Off the Hedgerow, White Swan. What the is it still there? Big Lils. Oh, you on about? Is this a new one? Big Lils. Big Lils Leeds. Saloon bar. No, I reckon that is now. Fuck me. The Leeds puff so rough that the landlord murdered her. Oh my God. Landlord of Big Lils. Barry Armitage. The city centre saloon bar was like the Wild West. I think that is now. Did you have to go upstairs in here, White Swan? Because I think that now is the Hedgerow. Not the Hedgerow House, it's called now. Closed for the final time. There had been several violent incidents at the pub and club in Bramley's Yard. On Wednesday, customer Darren Townend was found badly hurt outside Big Lils. Fucking, I'm not sure I want to read this. Mr. Townsend, 36, from Bermontoft, which is where I was just on about, later died from head injuries. Fucking hell. His killer was the landlord of Big Lils, Barry Armitage. Armitage was jailed the following year for his murder. Big Lils had a long reputation as Leeds city centre's roughest pub. The venue had earlier been a Smith and Nelson, a Leeds snooker cue manufacturer, billiards hall, known locally as Nelly's. It later became Big Lils, a bar loosely based on a Wild West saloon. Fucking hell, well, yeah. It was ironically appropriate, while the old Western's reputation for violence was largely unfounded. Big Lil's reputation was well earned. Indeed, it had a brief appearance on the BBC series Robbers and Videotapes. Nevertheless, it was a place where you could drink very cheaply. If it was your bag, dance upstairs at Spooks. I reckon this is now Hedgerow House, which is a really nice bar now. After it shut, the venue remained for sale for some years. In 2015, it became Hedgerow House, a considerably more civilised cocktail bar. It's mint in Hedgerow House, and there's a big rooftop bar, and that's awesome in summer. Because the guy that owns Hedgerow House, I believe, is the same guy that owns like Belgrave, and I think he's got a few mint bars like that. 'Cause Belgrave's obviously a decent bar as well. It's full of students now, but it is a decent bar. Some of Big Lil's customers had fonder memories of it. Cheryl Doherty said, and they said Hockaday then. Had some great nights in there. First time I went in, I was scared stiff. Didn't like the sticky floor that was always covered in glass, or the doorless toilets. I can remember one of the barmaids dragging some guy across the bar by the throat. Sheeda said, I've had some of the best nights in there, some right laughs. But Susie Mills says, used to go in there every Saturday, love it, never felt threatened, made lots of friends, mostly dog rough, but hey, those types are more genuine, I find. Well, yeah, I agree, to be fair. I think tough, rough people are genuine. You just there's a tendency to drag you across the throat, across the bar, which, you know, I'd rather watch Rosie and Jim than get dragged across the bar. You know, regardless of attractiveness, I don't want to be dragged across the bar by the barmaid. It seems. Big Lil's is definitely up there, mate, when we've had a murder there. Did somebody get killed in that pub in Seacroft as well that's shut? I always heard somebody got killed there. I don't know or they got found outside there or something really bad that happened there in Seacroft. Leeds City Centre pubs are totally different from day to night time. Just avoid eye contact. Well, the scrapping were in day though, Roger Slicker. That's the thing. They all hang about outside Three Legs. It's always busy. You know, I don't know what time it shuts and I don't know what time it opens, but I think there's people stood outside it even when fucking it's not open. I get the feeling you could start a fight anywhere, Andy. He fights at home on his own. Jack, are you too young for the clangers? I would imagine so. If it's from the 60s, it's definitely just at my... Oh my God, that looks weird as well. Yeah, they look weird. They're not as weird as Moomins, though. I'm the bridge builder. I love this bridge building. Now let me just throw this pinch of salt over my shoulder. Is it over the right shoulder? I was on about current form with Wolverhampton. Don't twist Jim White. What is with the Jim White thing? Nikita Love walks in just as Jack is looking up BDSM with his mouse fail, and his mouse fails. Yeah, I know, man. We're like, it's not what it looks like. She'd be needing you. I've just put new batteries in there, but to be fair, I've had these rechargeables for the best part of 10 years as well. I don't know if I've got away with it. It's research, love. It's research. Slow down, stay loose. It's research. Deletes history. Leicester looks screwed. 1-0 down. I hope they go down again. Let's have a look here. They're gonna go. It's gonna be bad in it for them. Fuck me, I didn't realise Hull were riding so high. Yes, indeed. 1-0 down. Hull are third. Flying. Is Joffrey playing? Yeah, Joffrey, man, he's come off. Come off today. How many goals how's Joffrey getting on? 11 goals, 26 games, 2 assists. Go on, Joffrey, lad. Get up. I follow Joffrey's mum on Twitter. She's lovely. She loves them. Because I think he's got a brother, hasn't he? And who plays at a lower level, I think. Is it Dan? I'm sure he's got a brother. A young Dan Geldart. Yeah. Who's he play for the Central Wigan? Why is it? Oh, Whitty plays for Wigan, yeah. Does he play for Wigan? No. Or does he play? I don't know. Fuck knows. Oh, Latics. Who the fuck are Latics? The Latics. Oh, it's Wigan. Yeah, he's at Wigan. What's going on? Why is everything confusing me this morning? Or this afternoon, what it will be now. Nicest pubs in Leeds may be better for selling Leeds to non-Leeds people. Yeah, it's probably the better way to go in terms of promotion. Walt and Tony. There's some lovely pubs just for absolute. But you know, you want the murder trials, don't you? Really. You know, it's more engaging, isn't it? It's better content, in it. I could imagine the Firebeast smashing it up in the three legs. He's proper, his head down in here, and he's throwing them over the top, and he's throwing bombs over the top, isn't he? That's how Dr. Farker gets down. There's no guard. It's just fucking windmilling in it, coming for the sun. New Weatherspoons in Wetherby. There's always a fight on a weekend from out of the town. Is that erected now? Is it the Weatherspoons, Roger Slick? Can't remember where they said they were going to put it. Wrens. It was around the back of the old Leeds Council homeless offices. The Hedgerow House place now. Templar Bar was my local well in town. Decent beer, no trouble. Templar Bar. Thought Templar Bar were in fucking... That's a Green King as well. Oh, I've been in here. This is over the road from Zap, innit? Over the road from Arcade. I've been in here. I've had a pint of Guinness in here. I don't like Guinness, but that's what I had. So... Is this over the road from Arcade? Grand Arcade, yes. They were going to, yeah, next to Thyroid D. They were going to knock that down, weren't they? And there was a big petition to keep it. It's one of the oldest pubs, I think. During the 1980s in Leeds, well, Yorkshire in general, I had to carry my NUR card to prove I was not a Tory because of my Southern accent. Fucking hell, 78. Opposite Schofields. I'm getting lost now, White Swan. Sovereign and Seacroft were my pub. Sovereign. Seacroft. I don't think that's the alehouse that shut down, though, is it? Or is it? Swarcliffe. I used to teach some kids in Swarcliffe. I never went in this boozer, though. I don't think this is the same boozer that I'm on about. I'm on about the one where on the new estate. This is near Swarcliffe, isn't it? Oh no, that's the Winmore, sorry. I don't know, fuck knows, I don't know what's going on now. I'm losing control. Yes, Eddie boy. Mark Edison, everybody give a shout out to Mark Eddie boy. Tim Mason, I reckon Farker could easily put away a yard of ale in one. Oh, easy work. Light works. Breakfast, innit, for my man, for the doctor. All God in one, mate. I'm gonna push to get Dr. Farker out for a couple of swallies. Check out Hale and Pace sketch. What are you looking at? That big John Fury. There was a shotgun attack at the Railway Inn in Hunslet. Been shut down for years now, probably for the best. Fucking hell. Shotgun, man. Fucking, can you imagine somebody pulling up with a shotgun? Middleton Arms had a terrible reputation. Middleton Arms. In Pickering? Ronnie Pickering? Oh, in Middleton? My mum's from Middleton. Oh, the Miggy Arms. Yeah, I do. That does ring a bell, you know. Miggy Arms rings a bell. Oh, you just put it there, MVG. Yeah, Miggy Arms. That does ring a bell, man, genuinely. Guy drowned at Takaster Brewery. Fell in the beer. Ironic thing. He got out twice for a piss before he drowned. Absolute ruthless, Roger Slick. You nearly got me, to be fair. What did? War Piglet usually end up in O'Neill's when I get to Leeds, heading for the old White Hart for Brighton game in May. Yes, indeed, War Piglet. I'll be in White Hart for Brighton game. We need to meet, don't we, for that? O'Neill's is a decent boozer as well. Went footies on as well because they've got huge screens in there so you can always see. Miggy Arms was like an assault on Precinct 17. It's gone over me again. Get Dr. Farker on the underlap. And you know it, Martin Bazant. If we get this video to 100 likes, I'll get Farker on, because I can do that. I can pull Farker in. I've just got to have the word, haven't I? Can we get the Doctor on underlap? Somebody give me an actual poll to do, because these polls have been ridiculous as of yet. I don't think we've had AO in, though. We're pushing for the polls. AO, is that a goal, or is that just showing the last goal? Yeah, it's showing header. Got distracted with BDSM, didn't we? Oh, did it, Roger? Yeah, what's it like? Have you been in? I love a spoons. I don't think you can beat them. Can't beat a spoons. Do you deny that? Cheap and cheerful. What more does man want? No Rosie and Jim shit. Just cheap and cheerful ale. Chicken burger that, you know, has granted been microwaved, but for £6. In fairness, I was pushing for the polls on the last underlap. Yes, indeed, MVG. You can get a little bit addicted, you know. Addicted, these polls. Smash a like to get Dr. Farker on the underlap. It's that simple. Hopefully we can get, hopefully, everybody's banging on about these press conferences and actually having a proper word. Getting some proper questions in there, Maybe it's time for him to, somebody, for the reporter to say, are you ever going on the underlap? You've got to start giving the people what they want. Get the people going. 15th room, guys. 45 likes. And we know about this rotisserie. We're on this rotisserie. We know people popping in and out. Cozy on up to that like button. We're here for a good time, not a long time. What would you ask him? For the first time in my life, MVG, I would really, really revise. I'd dig deep. I'd try not to ask what everybody asks, but like in a mint way, I also wouldn't be. I wouldn't be rude, like people. I'd ask him about his substitutions at 70 minutes. I'd probably make a few jokes about stuff like that but I'd try and actually let me think. I'd have a right good think. What would you ask him, genuinely? I don't know. I'd want to dig. I'd want to try get in his mind a little bit. I'd want to try and find out what makes him tick. Do you know what I mean? And like what to what level of analysis? Like what is he really? How does it? I try and find out sort of how he watches a football game. Like musically. And this is not arrogance or all, because I couldn't care less. I'm not even being remotely arrogant. But like, I think everybody listens to music different, don't they? My mum definitely I think my mum can put a track on and just listen to it and cabbage out and just go, I like it or I don't like it. And you can be very, I don't know why I've got a screwdriver in my hand, by the way. I'm very binary. Whereas when I listen to music, I'm very like, I listen to different parts of it, like production of it and and different elements. So I try and dig into like, get him to detail how he just cabbage and watch a game of football and not give a fuck about it. Hey, up there in here, inbox, lovely turn, blocked. He's on his ass. Header 1 cleared. Sunderland get away with one. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Can he just mong out and watch a game of football? Because I doubt it. I think he'll constantly be on analysis once your brain's sort of set up that way. But I'd be interested to know what he sees in a player. What does he like in a player? What does he, if he went down and watched Sunday League, what would he be viewing? Obviously, Sunday League is pretty obvious who the best players at Sunday League is. But that's what I'd really try and. But you'd obviously have to organise some questions for that to try and get him to surrender to you a little bit. Because everybody's got the preference, haven't they, on a footballer and what they like to watch and what they demand from players. Leeds fans like hard-working, aggressive footballers, don't they? And that's obviously from Billy Bremner days and stuff. I think there's a lot of hardcore Leeds fans that are like effort is the minimum. And you'd think that of every fan base, but it's not necessarily true. You know, they talk about the Spurs way, don't they, where, you know, there's a certain level of football or a certain level of entertainment that they demand. And I think that's whack. It's like, it's about energy to me and putting 100% in and not faltering. Not fanning out of a challenge. And so I'd want to know what he looked at and like why he rates certain players and how much stupid stuff like how much he thinks training matters. Do you know what I mean? Like, is games more important than training? As in, is having 3 games a week actually better than training? I don't know. Obviously, that can't be the case, but I don't know. Is my answer. MVG. I've probably not even said out there, have I? But I think we need to hide Daniel appearing from JT as he would only feel safe among Farker rimmers. Yes, 78 RPM. Also, it would not be alive, so he wouldn't be on the underlap. I couldn't go live with him because the comment, you know, if he was the other side of the screen and the comments are flying in, you know, with some Farker here, it'd be horrendous. So it'd have to be pre-recorded, but we could view it on the underlap. It's obviously never happens. I've no idea why they were doing this, but not being in 20 minutes to be served, empty glasses on the table, full of kids, all staff working around speaking on their mobiles. Sounds like bliss, Roger Slick. Clangers was class with the Soup Dragon around the same time as Mr. Ben Trumpton, Campbellwick Green, Wombles, fucking I remember Wombles, and Finger Bobs. Sounds seedy. He can talk football and all. I would ask him what his Spotify playlist. Again, Martin Bazant, excellent question. What's your go-to? Show me what your go-to is. Jim White biases on class players that he blanks. You'll have to rewrite that, I think, Roger Slick. I don't get it. I don't forget the trippy magic roundabout. God, I'm showing my age here. Don't remember any of this shit. Fucking Zebedee. That is a weird program as well, but I didn't mind Magic Roundabout. I like Zebedee. Martin Bazant, are they in here now? What's the most pissed he's ever been? Has he ever tried to piss in a wardrobe? Has he ever woke up, pissed in a bin and forgot about it? Has he ever pissed out of a window? Has he ever seen somebody jump off a balcony into a swimming pool? Has he ever gone skydiving? Has he ever been on a bungee? These are all the important questions to get at him, really. Has he ever... Does he like bangers and mash? This is what we need to know. I'm guessing that football managers can't possibly see the game the way the rest of us. A little bit like a film director watches movie. They know too much about how the sausage is made. I had sausages this morning, MVG. I couldn't agree more. It's very similar to sausages. I think life is a box of sausages, really. Sausages in a pan. Is there a pen here? This could be handball. Sunderland handball in box potentially. I don't think it is, but they're appealing for it. It's not been given. I don't think it went to VAR, but I'm not listening, so... Whoops-a-daisy. Fucking pop-ups, man. We're never too far away from talking about sausages on air, are we? Never, MVG. Always a possibility. In 93rd minute here, Sunderland soaking up a bit of pressure. I think a foul's been given. Tim Mason, ask Farker, what's the one song that comes on when he's out? He has to get up and dance to. What gets them feet moving, Doctor? Fucking hell, is he going to go to VAR? Keeper's all over him here. He elbows him in face. Would that be given as a pen, that, or what? I mean, I suppose it'd have to be, wouldn't it? Keeper does elbow him in face, but I don't. Again, I mean, I've been asking for fucking Lurch to do that every week, so I'm not gonna have a go at Keeper for putting his elbows up there. I don't know if this is off to VAR or not. I don't think it is, because they're kicking off about it. Captain Pugwash. Question for the Doctor. Will we get Archie back when Spurs go down? Well, by the time we get him on, we'll already know, won't we? We'll know his fate. But again, you know, with youngsters, like what's it? How does he progress? Youngsters and stuff would be a mint question, wouldn't it? Like that's a rubbish question, but that's what I'm saying. If you, I'd have to work the questions out a little bit. But you know what's happening here? Fans are going mental. I don't know what's going on. It's not been given. Keon really praised Ampadu earlier. He said he was not sure on the lad making the jump, but's proven to be quality. Keon's a whopper though, isn't he? 78 RPM, but Ampadu is no doubt about it. I mean, Farke was singing his praises again the other day. He said he's one of the best players in the league in that position. And I agree. I think he is. Fucking these pop-ups, man, they're aggressive. Parnell. I'd ask Farke if he knows what happened in Jack's mysterious swan story. Did I never reveal the swan story? I can't remember if I revealed or not, Roger. Pew, Hugh, Kerbert, Dibble, and question mark. Great bunch of lads, those firemen on Trumpton. The Windy Miller. I don't know what's going on here. I bet Farke loves Daft Punk. Do you reckon, MVG? Yeah. It'll have been. I'm not. Where's Farke from? Where is not Dr. Farke? Where is Daniel Farke from? Because it won't be Steinhausen. Where the fucking hell's that? I was hoping from Berlin so that I could just make my joke about him being in them grungy Berlin bars. Is that a big place? Steinhausen? Steinhausen. Land of the Steins. Known for its picturesque landscape and Dr. Farke. And the birthing of Dr. Farke. I bet Dr. Farke's house is like a landmark in Steinhausen. Where everybody goes and worships the doctor. And doctor and the medics. You go there for all your annual checkup or for a good old servicing, don't you? Go to Dr. Farke's house for this good servicing. You don't need a reason why, MVG. I agree. I think he'll like Daft Punk. I think he probably wears the Daft Punk outfit, to be honest. He seems like a club music man. That's what I mean. He'll have been in them grungy bars and them Berlin rooftop parties, won't he? Farke drinks 2 pints Steins. Ain't no doubt about it, Roger Slicker. Although they do get offended by Steins in Berlin, which I never knew. Apparently it's not a German thing. They don't like it. Farke strikes me as a German techno fan. That's what I mean. They all love it, don't they? In the masturbation stations and fucking grungy music. A bit of grub down your G60, Nick. As he feigns love for shitty modern R&B because women are into it. Yes, indeed, MVG. Top shagger, isn't he, Dr. Farke? Seen some images being leaked of him flirting with the ladies. Jack taking the Swan story and missing Birmingham away to his grave. I did miss Birmingham. Indeed, I did, Roger. I can't say too much. At this point, I actually don't want to hear the Swan story. I'm never revealing it, MVG. It's become one of them things where it's better to be. Some things are better left unsaid, aren't they? Some things are better left unread. I don't know what we're on about with grub. I'm assuming you're on about sausages, but I don't think you are you? The Swan song will not be aired. The Swan story will never be aired. I'm putting these midget gems in, and I'm reluctant to chew on them because I don't want to chew down the badger. So I'm just swallowing them whole, and then I'm not getting any of the joy. The real Swan story can never live up to the hype. It's impossible. What I might do is do what the Joker does on Batman and change the story of what it actually is, like how he got the scars. He changes it every time, doesn't he? So I might just do that with the Swan story. The Swan came back with a vengeance, 78 RPM. That's why it can't be mentioned. Bournemouth edge at box here, cleared away. It's got to be it, ref. In 99th minute here. 8 minutes added on. These pop-ups are so aggressive. Bournemouth again on edge at box. 99th minute. Cuts it into box. It's too long. Headed away. Edge at box. Strike. Oh, it's over by. Tried a fucking scorpion flick. Fucking choking on it. It's not my feathers that got ruffled in the Swan story, Roger. Don't get it twisted. My G. Don't get it twisted, my G. Marjorie. Don't get it twisted, Marjorie. Oh, these fucking pop-ups are so aggressive. I need a dodgy stick. I already got one. You got one downstairs. Is this ref going to blow up or what? We're on 100th minute here. It's only 8 minutes added on. I say only 8 minutes. It's a right add-on. I don't want Sunderland to get done for Brett, but I kind of want Sunderland to concede just so that I can see something. The ref. These fucking pop-ups, man. Computer must be getting hammered here. Sunderland with a last chance attack here. Literally on 100 minutes here. I don't know why he's playing on so much. I don't know what's happened. Bournemouth's a basketball game now. Bournemouth breaking forward. Ref not looking like he's going to blow up. Given a foul. He's not blowing up yet, ref. On 100 minutes of 8 minutes meant to be added on 100 minutes. I was too young to be drunk, MVG. That's how far back the Swan story goes. There's no ale involved. It's not my finest hour. But you know, boys be boys, don't they? Pumped into box, Bournemouth. Oh, it's top ref. We're gonna maybe give a pen. Pumped into box again on 101 minutes. We're nearly on here, cleared away. It's gonna be a draw. This Bournemouth for pony. Ramping up the heat again, driving into box. Couple of touches, cleared away again. Sunderland hanging in. 101 minutes now. Somebody tell me why they're playing on so much. Strike from edge at box. Oh my lord! It's been deflected. It's gone out for a corner and it has whistled past the post there. Whistled. Keeper were wrong-footed. It's taken. I don't know if it's a deflection or. Yes, it's a deflection. It's a little bit wider than I thought it was, to be fair. Corner to be whipped in here. Pop-up's being aggressive. Corner's whipped in. Header has won. What's the ref give? Does he want another corner to be taken here? I don't know. Yeah, he wants the corner retaken. I don't know whether it's the keeper getting a bit radgy. Oh, keepers rolling around on floor. Fucking keepers, man. I think we should abolish keepers. Just get rid of them. They're fucking useless. 101 minute. We're going into 102 minutes here added on. Some interesting defending going on. Looks like he's about to give him a fucking blowy. Ball whipped in. Keeper pushes him over. Nothing given. Edge at box again. Strikes it. Ooh, is it? No, goal kick. That's got to be it, ref, hasn't it? Surely. Getting on for 103 minutes here. Added on. Time added. Oh, that's it. Finally done. Added on time's insane, isn't it, nowadays? 8 minutes added on, ended up playing 103 minutes. The Grubby's part of the catchy tune about 6 firemen from Kids TV in the early 1970s. Worth a watch, happy memories. Is it worth a watch, Roger Slicker, genuinely? Can you imagine, is it, for me, is that worth a watch? Or would that genuinely be a waste of my time? I can't imagine watching 6 firemen on Kids TV from the 1970s is worth a watch. May very well be a happy memory for you, but it's not. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna evoke the same emotions, is it? I'm not slagging off your selection, but I don't think it's worth a watch. The Swan's ghost reappeared for Birmingham. Or it's strange jack-faced children. You want 78 RP? I'm not sure where you're going with that. The Swan. What I can reveal is I don't know the health or condition of the Swan. That's kind of like that would be the end of the story. I don't really know. It sailed off into the sunset. Wanted to be able to close the story a little bit better, even at the time. But unfortunately, I was unwilling to get in the water with it. So that is all I can divulge. That's all I'll divulge. That's all I've said too much. I've said too much. These lips. I've said these juicy lips have said too much. Yes, AO, get up. We've needed you, AO. We need a Paulie, dear. Dr. Farker's coming on the underlap. It's a yes. People put no. People put no to me there. How awful's that? Gives a Paul, AO, and you know it. Jack, are you doing live commentary for the Leeds game, or are you being a bell end teasing us before you go to the game? Yes, I'll be going to the game, AO. Be setting off in an hour or so. So, apologies. But, well, I'm not apologising for going to the game because I can't wait. I want to get there now. I want to go. I want to be around it. I want to smell the atmosphere. Roger, pew, 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 pew. Barney, McCrew, Guthbert, Dibble and Grubb. It sounds like the worst pub team in the world, doesn't it, that? We've got you, AO. Never fear. Danny Pugh. CB, you're a star. You're a star. The Pew Pew brothers, Pew and Pew. Pew, pew. The Swan story ends on a cliffhanger. It does, like, I've been waiting for the part 2, really, but really what in an ideal world, that the Swan would have been tagged in some sense. I mean, it got tagged in another sense, but tagged in a sense of I know you killed, shagged it, or both, hence the previous statement. Well, there was no sexual conduct happened with the Swan. I want to rule that out before somebody tries to take me to court over the Swan. No sexual contact. I wouldn't even know where to start with the Swan. I don't even know. Are swans both? Are swans men? A swan usually mate for life, although swans are not men. They are birds with distinct male and female sexes. Male swans are called cobs, and female swans are called pens. While they look nearly identical, cobs are generally larger, so I reckon it were a cob, because it were a big fucker. With a more prominent... Oh, fucking hell, I thought we were on about men, then I'm just reading it. Cobs are generally larger with a more prominent black knob. But then, as you read the rest of the sentence, it says black knob on their beak, particularly during breeding season. What, they get a black knob on the beak when they start breeding? Thicker neck, thicker white, wider wingspan, and a larger knob on the bill. Slightly smaller, tends to have a smaller, flatter knob on the bill. There's a female. Behaviour. Both parents are involved in nesting, but the cob is typically more territorial and aggressive in guarding the nest. This was a cob, if I had to hazard a guess. So definitely no sexual contact with the cob. Can confirm no sexual contact with said cob and its big black knob. Jack, you get your rocks off for Jimmy Chin. Trumpton is a doppelganger. Oh, he's a doddle compared. I don't know why I said doppelganger. Let me have a look then. Trumpton. You know, I like a big chin. He's chinless. I recognise this fella. Oh, Windy Miller. Is it a chick? The chick's chinless, though. There's not a lot of chin to go out there, Roger. Windy Miller. Alright, I'm with you now. I'm on board. I do recognise that. I don't know if it's a chick or not. It's giving me Postman Pat vibes, though, this. and his black and white knob. Pew pew. You better bring a gas mask, Jack, as there's going to be heavy shit in your pants atmosphere coming from the Leeds team. Oh no, hey, I'm always napped up anyway, so I go nappy before I go gas mask. Everybody likes the smell of their own stink. Female swans are pens, yes indeed. We're here to learn, aren't we? CB, and you know it. We're a river of knowledge, aren't we, over here? We're a river to our people. What about 100 million summer budget, Jack? What's your thoughts, Mick Boyle? My thoughts are, spend wisely, Mickey Boyle. Genuinely. We don't have to break the bank. You don't need to spend the 100. We've proved that. You need to be sharp in there. Trusting Dr. Farker and the medics. Don't want to risk many more alleged injury-prone players, even though we have seemed to manage it quite well. I don't think we'll spend the 100 mil. Although you can. I mean, how much did we spend this year? Because it ends up being... How much did Leeds United spend in the summer? Because it racks up, doesn't it? Over 100 million on 10 new signings, yes, it does rack up. I don't think we need 10 signings. I think we can go a little bit bigger with, we can take a couple of bigger risks, really. Get a couple of £25 million players and then add a few. I think we'll get 4 or 5 in. I think that's about right. I don't want to do 10 again. But the way we did it with the 10 was good this year, I think. We got like proper, genuine squad players as well. And Dr. Farker has utilised everyone. I'm going to put the screwdriver down. I'm going to hurt myself with it. Dr. Farker has utilised the whole squad, hasn't he? Well, there was a catapult involved. I am revealing too much of the Swan story, but it was mental. Considering his yellow snowmaking comment from the other day, maybe he pissed on the Swan 78 RPM. Well, he's not a million miles away, MVG, to be honest. Fluid-wise. Never go near a swan's nest. The male guards it and it will fucking have you. Can attest to that, CB. We didn't know, though. Do we win, lose or draw today, or have we already had that poll? I've not had that poll today, to be fair. Ayo. I know what your answer will be. What is the result today then, boys? I don't know why I'm putting them boys in here. There's no need, but Leeds under the lights win every time. Leeds under the lights lose. Leeds draw under the lights. All of the lights, all of the lights. They have indeed, MVG. It's been a bit, we do go down. We go down some awkward routes, really, don't we? Stick to your roots, mate. That's all I know how to do. Nobody do it how he does it. Been a bit underlappish, hasn't it? I know we're crossing over, aren't we, MVG? We need to make sure we're keeping it switchy. But when we're here for hours, it's like, it's a marathon tomorrow as well, boys. We're going all day tomorrow. All the watch-alongs. Let's have a look at games tomorrow, because we're having it tomorrow, boys. Big style. So, Brighton, Notts Forest at 2. We'll watch that, because that's obviously a big game for us with Notts Forest. Fulham, Tottenham. Or, unless we watch Fulham, Tottenham, which would you rather? That's the next poll. And then Man United, Crystal Palace. Could watch that, to be fair. I'd probably rather watch that. It's probably a better game to watch, but I'll actually poll that to which one we want to watch. And then, obviously, we're watching Arsenal-Chelsea. And if you don't want Chelsea to win that, don't join me, because I'm rooting for Chelsea. Cannot have Arsenal winning this league. And obviously, Man City are dropping points today against the mighty Leeds. We can't be risking it. Smash a like for us, guys. We've got 55 in room. 54 likes, and we know we're on that rotisserie. So get cozy on up to the like button. It costs you an out, mate. I don't want out from you, apart from a like. I do want that. A lad I knew someone bet him he couldn't shag a sheep. He apparently was caught by the farmer. He said he was taking out a crisp packet. The sheep swallowed. Why? What? Shagging a sheep in the mouth, though, Roger Slicker? That's not shagging, is it? It's different. Horses for courses, or sheep for sexual reasons. But keep it PG. Keep it unbeastly. Bestiality. We don't do bestiality. That's a line I will not cross. We will get 50 million plus from sales, so I think we'll have over 100 million spent on 6 or so. To be fair, RPM, I did not count that in whatsoever. You know, we're gonna be making some moves, aren't we? So keep it rolling, Roger Slicker. Stay loose with it. Lucid. Should bring about 40 million in sales, says Ian Jackson. Yeah, it's what 78 RPM's alluding to. Which is, like say, injection. We worry about Andy often, don't we? We worry about Andy often. I hope we don't try signing 25 million players for 40 million plus, else the 100 million won't go very far in the summer. JLS as we call him over here. That's what I mean. I don't want to go... I don't think there's any need to go dummy on a player, really. Unless he's obviously at that level. Considering you were pretending to be a 21-year-old virgin with erectile dysfunction last weekend. Did we get to the bottom of that? Was that Roger Slicker or not? I'm getting a craving for a swan's egg omelette. I've never had a swan's egg, I don't think. Not legitimately. Always going to games expecting a win. Always War Pig. Love it, my mate. The War Piglet, 100%. Jack had that story about saving that dog on a busy roundabout. He's our pet. He's our ace pet, Ventura. The pet detective. I did save that. I forgot about that dog, you know. I hope you don't watch the channel, but that moron that I gave his dog back to him. I'm sure I bored everybody with it, but it fucking made it look. It made me feel like I'd robbed the dog off him. I'd saved the dog. I'd pulled over, you know, and everybody bipping their horn at me and all sorts of shit. 'Cause they thought I'd just stopped in middle at roundabout, and I'm like, well, I'm the pet detective, boys. I'm saving this fella's dog. And then, lo and behold, he didn't appreciate me. He looked at me like, why am I knocking on his door? I thought, I've spent 40 minutes with this woman trying to save this fucking dog, and you're not even... Probably let it out. It probably wants it dead, doesn't he? Yes, Mingy. Where have you been, Mingy? Been missing you. There's no team I want to go down more than Leeds. Well, Juju, you will be very disappointed come the end of the season, my old mate, because we aren't going down, mate. The Whites are staying up, and we're here to stay, mate. We're pushing for Europe this year. We're getting in Europe when we win FA Cup. Who do you spot, Juju? You wet white. Yorkshire Peacocks, come on, Leeds. 3-1. DCL, Aronson and Pascal. Amps to dominate the midfield. Get into them. Pascal, big header. Get that big numhead on it. Big dumbhead on it. Or a big old beasting header. We ain't had one of them for a few months, have we? My man Aronson could do with a goal as well, Yorkshire Peacocks, just to keep his reign of, you know, affecting games going. He needs a goal in the next few games, really, to keep his form well intact. I think the fans have got behind him. But he needs to keep them. He needs to keep them numbers up, doesn't he? Must be a while since he's bagged. Would it be Newcastle? Would that be Aronson's last goal? You can never trust Google with shit like this, because sometimes it just, you know, it talks shit, but it's not telling me. Fuck off. It's not telling me. Was it Newcastle, would you say? It's not telling me. You've been lurking, Ming. Under the lights. Every time, my mate. Leeds win 57%. Leeds draw 35%. Leeds lose under the lights 9%. Love it. What game tomorrow? What game tomorrow's? Watch along. So what we got? We've got Fulham Spurs. We've got Brighton Forest. And then Manchester United, Palace. Palace, that other club. I'm not putting him on because I can't put Scum because YouTube will go crazy, but I cannot also, I don't have to say the name, so. Mingy getting the love. Stuck in Spoons, just worked out how to comment on this bloody phone. You never stuck in a Spoons, Ming. You'd be loving it in Spoons, won't you, mate? You'd be playing the Spoons. All of the Spoons. All is forgiven then, Ming, and you know it, MVG. Here's a true story. A guy where I live was caught shagging a sheep, and in court he told the judge he was having a pee, and the sheep backed into him. The judge had none of it, and he got 6 years. Can you go to prison for shagging a sheep? Would it be classed as rape? Sexual offences. Yes, you can go to prison for having sexual intercourse with a sheep. In the UK, sexual offences against an animal are illegal. Treated as a misdemeanour. Often treated as a misdemeanour. A conviction may lead to being placed on the sex offenders register. Why are you on sex offenders list, mate? I was having a piss once. I was having an erect piss and sheep backed up into me. Get up, Magic. That'd be sensational, wouldn't it? Metcha's got that bit of quality on the edge of box, mate, and you know it. And you know it. He's got fire of a right foot, and he can proper strike a ball. Did it against Forest. Did it against Birmingham. What other goals has he got? He's got 7 goals in it this season. I don't know if he's scored any more screamers, though. Although I feel like he took a good goal in one of the home games, maybe. Juju's left the building, I think, can he, Magic? Juju is a Voldemort burner account, or maybe I'm just paranoid. It's very likely. Very likely. Or Paul. Haaland's father told his lad to avoid hat-trick today, but a brace will do. I doubt that. What's his name? Peru 10 million, Largy 8 million, agreed. Harrison 8 million, agreed. Joseph 8 million, agreed. Geldat 5 million, agreed. Tanaka 15 million. I forgot about Schmidt. 2 million. Nothing for Werber. 56 million and 50 pence. I'm on board 78 RPM. I think you're right round the right. Because I think Peru gets a 10 million move into Championship at worst for him. He might get an abroad move, but if he does go back into Championship, somebody will be paying 10 to 15 million for him as a Championship striker. And you've got to say, to be fair to that lad, you've got to say he's worth every penny, haven't you? Because he'll get you 15 goals in Championship. That's what I mean, CB. I'd have to make up a backstory for that. I mean, yeah. It's against the law in England as well, it says here. I think it's a shame. Maybe you don't know the relationship side, you know. It could have been consensual, particularly if the sheep backed up against him. Voldemort said Jack's underlap is like watching an episode of Mastermind, specialist subject talking bollocks. Do you reckon you could go on Mastermind with a specialist subject talking bollocks? It'd be quite. It's an interesting strategy because then you could just, obviously your answers would just be bollocks, wouldn't they? So it wouldn't matter. You know, I think I'd go on Mastermind and my special subject would be like bread. I'd pick something like bread. I mean, there's probably loads of facts on bread. It's probably harder to know a lot about bread than I think, but I don't know. I'd pick something that just is, you know, like what is there to talk about when it comes to bread? I mean, I could talk endlessly about bread. to be fair, I love bread. You know, and there's... You know, but I'm a simple man. But getting lost doesn't mean you've gone. It's funny driving through any town in Wales. Just wind the window down and shout, bang! Yes, magic. You know it, mate. Sheep are yesterday's news, says Ian Jackson. Mountain goats are where it's at. Get them fuckers facing downhill and push back, and put the push back real good. Ian Jackson, are they the ones that cling on? Are they the ones that can walk up like the side of... I've put in mountain goats and a band's popped up. Nobody told me they were a band. I want some bestiality video. I don't want... Yeah, these are the... Fuck me, some of these are massive. Terrifying looking things. Yeah, they're the things that can stand on like really like steep. Do I want to put this in? But I'm going to put it in. It deserves it just for that level of effort. I don't want this screenshot on my desktop, but it's where we're at now, isn't it? Look at that. I don't know why they do that, though. That's all I would say. Why is it doing that? How's it got itself into that scenario, and why does it want to do that? The problem is getting the sheep into court to confirm it's consensual. That is, yeah, that's correct. 78 RPM, you know. Will the witness please take the stand? You know. Bang, bang. Be a difficult sell. Surely sausages is your specialist subject. How's that for sibilance? Sibilance is a literate and phonetic device characterized by hissing, s or sh sound, creating or repeating. Oh, I know it. Yeah, I know. I actually know what that means now. I can't. Sometimes I read it wrong, mate. Sausages are my specialist subject. Surely sausages is your specialist subject. How's that for sibilance? I've got you now, MVG. I'm on board. It would be. I'd like to go with sausages, but I'd be... They mean too much to me. So I'd struggle to... You know, I'd want to go into Mastermind with a clear conscience. I won't want to be worried about, you know, doing myself a disservice. So if I picked sausages, I'd be gutted when I got loads of them wrong, and I'd never forgive myself for it. But if I picked bread, which I like, but not as much as sausages, bread's in it. I mean, I'm partial to a bread sandwich, that being said, but yeah, I won't want to get stuff wrong with sausages. And the only reason I know anything about, I just eat them. It's not really a knowledge. It's more, you know, it's more fuels the brain rather than makes the brain think. It feeds the brain. The sausage feeds the brain. Chat specialist subjects down the Swan Lake, the Dying Swan Act, Black Swan or whatever it's called. Is it Black Swan? Another film I've seen. We're doing well for films I've seen today. Yeah, Black Swan. I thought that was going to be like a shitty like chick flick Black Swan, but it's actually, I won't say deep and dark, but it's a lot more. It was good. I quite enjoyed it. They climb up steep mountains to get to good grazing land, right? It just looks like he's stopped though. He looks like he's like having a time out, like he's relaxing, or like he's licking the wall. But do they have to do that? Can they not walk around? Because, you know, I'm reluctant to call them lazy for not walking around, because it's got to be even harder work to go up that, and I would imagine risky. Goat climbing on with Jimmy the Chin. Jimmy the Chin would be sensational, wouldn't he? Goat clinging on with his Jimmy the Chin. Jimmy the Chin would be perfect for goat climbing, wouldn't he? Get Jimmy the Chin in here. Now that climbs, doesn't it? Jimmy the Chin climbs, no doubt about it. fucking dead ringer. No, I wouldn't dare go near enough to... Although I did save a sheep once. But my mate really saved it. More so than me. I didn't want to go near it. But it was stuck in a fence. Again, the pet detective strikes again. It was stuck in a fence and it were really getting raggy. But obviously it thought it were going to try to kill it. It was my mate really that saved it. I didn't go near it. But I watched him save it. So I'm still a pet detective. Going to be a good day. I can feel it. Just got 43 quid back on Sunday game. And a free bet with it. What's going on, Leeds match? Get up, Mingy. Get it won. Sunderland game. Oh, the Sunderland game. Not the Sunday game. Yes, indeed. Hey, you know by now. You must know by now. If you don't know by now, you know that you never knew, don't you? The scariest sheep. Cows. Cows are the scariest. Just call yourself Noah and send them in 2-2. Bah. Noah's Ark, mate. Put the back feet in your wellies if there are no cliffs. Put their back feet in your wellies. Why can they not walk in wellies? You just watched Black Swan for the lesbian makeout scene, didn't you, Jack? I didn't know it was coming, that's what I mean. I watched it in cinema years ago. Now, like, Raw and Shay. Couldn't believe it. As I say, I thought it was going to be... I didn't realise it was going to be like lesbianism and a bit of bestiality in there, really. Because obviously she thinks she's the swan. So there's a bit of beast involved as well, isn't there? Oh, Jimmy the Chin's pose in there. Hope you're not on about me, CB. You can't pose. Give me a natural pose. You can't pose naturally. If you posing, it ain't natural no more. Jack, they are the goats of extreme mountain climbing. Oops, wrong one. Love it. Love it. Hey, you know it. My brother was a shepherd. He kept mountain goats. Is that actually true, Ming? Jimmy the Chin Hill shuffling along the edge of a cliff by his chin. It's written in the stars. We're getting ready to wrap this up, Jack. Pretty much MVG. Getting that energy. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I'm getting ready to go to the game now. Joking apart, this old farmer who played rugby with me told me he saw a man shag a cow and walked away as if nothing had happened. The goat was pausing. Yes, CB, thank God. There's no pausing over here, mate. Jesus, I'm drinking, smoking and listening and watching what's happening. Texting. Cows are killers, especially with young around. They gently crush you if they corner you. Gently crush, yeah, gentle crushing, yeah. Gently crush. My mate nearly got crushed. Greengrass actually nearly got crushed by a cow. Before Greengrass went out of breath when he left his front door, he nearly got crushed by a cow. But luckily, believe it or not, back in the day, we were quite nimble, so he was able to get away. He leapt the fence, but my word, went in there for a football, and a few of my mates were a bit mental. Used to like ride the cows. Used to get on back at cows and ride them, and it set off after Greengrass, and he were on back of another one, and then they all came charging around corner. It were, at the time, funny, but again, looking back, similar to the Swan story, looking back, it was harrowing. But yes, I think on that note, I've been exposed by MVG. MVG understands my energy. We're in synergy, brother. Greengrass didn't push the cow, to be fair, Ming, and I know what you're getting at there, but no, he didn't push it. It was another that pushed. Fulham Spurs is what the polls voted on here tomorrow for the watch along. Scum are last, Brighton Forest second, so it'll be Fulham Spurs will be our main attention, which I'm up for, to be fair, because I want them to get bombed. So it's Fulham Spurs tomorrow, boys, for the watch along. Appreciate every which one of you, as you well know. Shout out to Roger Slicker, War Piglet, 78 RPM, Mingy, my man MVG, Luke, CB, We've had Joe Depp in, haven't we, earlier on. We've got Enar in the wings. We've had Magic in all day, my guy. War Piglet. Roller Blunt. Mimi. Ian Jackson. My man AO. Yorkshire Peacocks. I'm going to give a shout out to 78 RPM again because we're having them Sunday birthday beers tomorrow, out with brother. Shout out to Mark Bradley for the super chat yesterday. Moo Shika, who's not been in, but he gave me a super chat the other day, legend. Julian Airy, Southie, Mark Newell, Hummers11, legendary, the legendary one. Take it easy, everybody. Appreciate you ever so much. You've no idea. Cheers, 78 RPM. I might do a vlog type thing, but I honestly don't like doing them, to be honest. I don't like having the phone out all the time. I feel like a whopper. But, you know, we're after them clickbaits out, you know it. I mean, some of them filmed the game. Some of them filmed the whole game. I just think, how can you do that? It's crazy to me. It'd do my head in. It's more, it'd do my head in because you can't watch the game. And then it'd do my head in. I just think everybody around me thinks I'm a loser. You know, and street cred, you know, with my Swan stories and stuff, I've got to be careful with my street cred. You know, we don't want to end up having to, you know, graze on a wall, do we? Take it easy, everybody. Appreciate every which one here. I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. I might... Oh, no, because I'll probably off straight. I'm just chatting beans now, aren't I? I'll see you all tomorrow for certain. I know, legendary MVG, and then I get shit for my editing skills because I can't be asked editing it, so I just chuck it in there, and then everyone's like, "That what a fucking rank amateur he is. What a fucking rank amateur this vlog is." I think, oh, fuck off. Not a media channel, you ball bag. Yes, Luke. Take it easy, big man. Hopefully, I'm hoping I could bump into JT. And you know it, Ming. Certainly not one of them that a few lads around me go like, "The atmosphere's shit in here nowadays," and then they stand there like a fucking, like they're grazing on a wall. Yes, G60 Nick, take it easy, man. I will do. Appreciate you, brother. Right, I'm out of here. Ming, I feel like that's attached to something. I feel like you need to tell me something, but I'm going to go. But smash a like on your way out, guys. Appreciate it. We'll try and get to 100. 63. We might make 100 when on the replays. Yes, Luke. I shall do that, brother, actually. My guy. Plays out with the piss song. But I won't be in after... Oh, no, I might say bye right quick after it. Piss song incoming, Lukey. Yo, yeah. One of a kind, one at a time. Only gotta get a gun on my mind. Hitting my... Trying to find the rest of my mind, it's been defined as being benign, but I ain't got time, it's hard to find. I'm sitting in line, I'm hitting my chime, I'm on the decline, I'm up for the climb. I'm rapping for rappers that never get mine, rapping for rappers that never get wise, rapping for rappers that nothing but lie, rapping for rappers that snap on the spies, rapping for rappers that clap on the mice, rapping for rappers that rap at the skies, clapping for rappers to pass at the time, chopping at rappers that never get wide. I'm hacking at rappers, I'm snapping the spine, rapping at rappers, I'm mapping the mind, slapping the slappers that follow behind. I've gathered them others, I've mastered the mind. I'm one of them kind of finds, a mighty fine kind of guy, I'm fine as wine. I've got too much fucking time, but before I'm up I'll shine. I'm about to find, I'm out to dine, a fight with Pennywise, and I quick apologise if it's easy, write my lines. It's just a line, but it's my time. Hit my main high. Yo, I'd like to die before I'm circumcised. Nothing but living in fear, kicking a coffin but never to cheer, giving them something that's ever so rare. Sniffing a pussy, they're putting in here. We're living a pussy, they're cutting it clear. Living for nothing but finding a beer, thinking of stopping but never been near. Drinking, be propping up why I'm here. Sticking and swapping, I'll never be dropping. I'm having a coffee, I'll never be coughing. I'm ticking, I'm talking, I'm wide awake. Getting a profit, you're taking a bit. Getting a profit, let's make a break. Getting a brothel, let's make a tip. Create the story, make a day. Get to glory, then we'll play. Yes, boys. That's mint Michael Brown as well. 1-0 up, 7 minutes in. West Ham are faltering. Ekatike. Burnley 0-0, 6 minutes in. Burnley are done though, out of the dead meat. West Ham get beat today. Liverpool, top quality. Pick up a point today. We are staying up, boys. Get up. Get up, G60 Nick. Yes, Lukey boy. Sunderland drew 1-1, Roger. Right, guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate every which one of you. Take care. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Goodbye. Nikito. Bye.
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.